5-star performance we hoped for. But guys, let's start positively, because I think in life we should always start positively. It was a win. Chelsea had 3 points. They won the game. I would rather be a Chelsea than a Leeds, because Leeds played superbly. They lost. Chelsea, it's one of the worst performances I've seen from Chelsea under Lampard. But they won. They won the game. 3-1. And even more so, if Chelsea can get a habit of winning games, playing badly, that is a great habit to have. That is a great habit to have. So if Chelsea can combine winning games, playing well, superb 5-star performance 4-0, and eking out games and winning games that they shouldn't, that's great. That is a great habit to have if you can instill a winning mentality. Werner looks sharp. Werner looks very, very sharp indeed. And you can see what he can bring to this team in terms of his movements and his speed. The guy is fast. Homeboy can run. Homeboy can run. So how he can be utilized is going to be very important. And we're going to just discuss this stuff in quite detail. So we're going to get very, go very football intensive here. We're going to go really intensive in this whole thing here. So Werner looked sharp. Let's be real. There were no defensive mistakes that led to a goal. We'll talk about the goal. Don't worry, we'll talk about it. Because remember, we're starting positively. Let's just start with the good stuff. Then we'll start with the slightly negative stuff. But it's always good to start with the positive stuff. Always be positive. Always be positive. So no defensive mistakes led, because the defense was always something that worried me. So the fact that I saw Christensen and Zuma there, I was worried. Alonso, so if I see Alonso there and Christensen there, my heart is beating. I am worried because I know that there is a mistake ready to happen from these boys. But no defensive mistakes led to a goal. The goal, we'll discuss it. So Chelsea got the win. They start off positively. They have 3 points on the board. And they can now take with that and move forward. It's similar to what Liverpool had, because Liverpool, they didn't have their best game. And people would argue that they got outplayed, but they got the win. So they can now go away and say, aha, we got the win, it's good. Let's now make sure that we play better. Chelsea, we got the win, it's good. Let's now play better. Now, let's now get and figure out what the hell we just watched. Because that wasn't the 90 minutes that I was hyped up for. I saw some glimmers. I saw some glimmers of the all-conquering team that we all know they can be. But before I even go in there, guys, remember what I said. Quote me. The key for these guys is the edge. The signing of the summer. The key for this team is this. He is the dude. I said Timo Werner, okay, he scores goals, but Kai Havertz, I said, bro, what is the big deal about this dude? I celebrated the fact that these are marquee signings, that Chelsea were able to buy sought after players. That just shows the bigness of Chelsea. But I use this, the eye test. I don't go to who scored. I don't go to Wikipedia. I don't go to transfer markets. I use this. I've been using this ever since I was born. And you know what? I believe in this. Stats are cool. But the eye test will always reign true. The eye test will always reign true. And so I try and educate you kids here that, guys, use the eye test. Sit down, watch the games. Yeah, you can read the stats and anything, but watch, because there's something on the screen that we don't really see in the numbers. The edge is very key. But let's just put that to one side. The lineup. You see, this is football one. This is football ABC. If you get a new signing, especially one that where it's a marquee signing, he's young, and people have question marks, and haters want him to fail because of your boy HH. Because I talk a lot. I'm very charismatic. Okay, so because I'm that dude and I wear my heart to my sleeve, people want Chelsea to fail. They want Havertz to fail. So they want to laugh at me. But guys, all you guys that want Chelsea to fail, we won. Jokes on you. I won. We won. 3 points on the board, which means that we are heading for that title. So you can say all you want. Who won the game? How many points did Chelsea have? Chelsea have 3 points. They won the flipping game. But Lampard, Francis, if you get a new player, he's young, and you want to ingratiate him into the squad, it would help greatly if this dude plays in his strongest position where he feels most comfortable. That would help. That would help greatly. From what I was watching, I don't give a damn what it said on the formation screen. I'm using the eye test, what I'm seeing. From what I saw, Werner was out to the left, Loftus-Cheek was the striker, and Havertz was out wide. Wasn't the big thing that Havertz is a playmaker? Isn't that the big thing that, this guy, he obviously he scores goals and everything, but the big thing about him, like, he's a playmaker, he's a creative guy, he's the creative playmaking nucleus of Leverkusen. That was the biggest. Oh, cool. So he's going to like improve the passing accuracy of this team. The Germans is Zidane. Now, guys, I've been watching. I know a little bit of football, just a bit of football. I don't think I've ever seen a playmaker play out wide. Please, guys in the live chat, please tell me: has there ever been a playmaker of a team, a creative playmaker who plays out wide? Because, say, Francis, I'm not paid to do stuff. You're paid to know who you buy and assess player strengths. I'm just a humble football analyst. I'm just a humble football personality who tries to say what's up. And from what I've seen of Havertz is this guy you can't put this guy out wide. Because if you're putting the guy out wide, either he is quick and can use his speed like what Werner can do, or he has the ability to be like an inside forward, to come into his foot. Both of these skills, Havertz isn't adept at. That's not his game. His game is passing, creativity, movements. So he can pass as well, and he can also make good intelligence runs into the box and also score goals as well. That's what he does for Leverkusen. So in the first game, what excuse do you have to put? And my thing about it is that where do we go with Loftus-Cheek as a striker? Where does that come from? See, now I get it with Werner because the issue with Werner is always about the key thing about him is his speed, and I think that is one of his strongest strengths. He's a very good finisher, but the thing is about his speed, and you saw how he used his speed to get that goal, because it's his speed and his sharpness and his quick thinking is what caused Ryan to now put him down. So the dilemma is: do you focus on his finishing and put him as a striker, or do you focus on his speed and you put him out wide? So that's always the interesting dilemma there. But with Kai Havertz, it's very simple, because yes, Werner can play as a striker or out wide. Kai Havertz is a playmaker. So for Lampard, what galaxy, what reasoning could you possibly have for putting this dude wide right? It makes no sense. Beyond that, this team was disjointed. The passing was wayward. There was no real chemistry. Some dude called Lamptey was arguably the best guy on the pitch, Brighton right back. And it just seemed that this team were not ready to play a football match. So this is my prayer and my hope. My hope is, hey guys, it's the first game of the season. It's the opening game of the season, and these things can happen. So don't be so reactionary. Like, look, see, if this happens and persists after 4, 5, 6 games, then you get what? It's only one game. It's only one game, and you need to give time for new players to acclimatize. But say, here's my issue. Everton. James Rodriguez and Alan, they fitted in there like a glove. Have James Rodriguez and Alan spent more time training with Everton than Werner and Havertz? Maybe so. Maybe so. But from what we know is that Alan and James Rodriguez were 2 new signings, and they fitted in well. Oh, as much as I want James Rodriguez to be in the middle, he has played out wide before. So he has played that for a multitude of ways, so he knows how to play there. Alan played it in his position beautifully there. See, for me, like, people can just say, look, that's past that he made it in the second half where he was, because they now say that there's now alien life on Venus. So maybe Havertz wanted to put a ball to Venus and say, yo, Venetians, if you're out there, this is a ball straight for you, delivered all the way from the Isles of Brighton. Take it. Because that pass, I don't know what the heck that was. Because Zidane has never made a pass like that. So German Zidane, But to put someone in their strongest position, it would help greatly. It would help greatly if you put them in their most comfortable role. Francis Lampard, I beg of you to please explain to the jury why Loftus-Cheek was playing as a striker and Kai Havertz was playing out wide. Because Loftus-Cheek had a nasty game. It wasn't great. Kai Havertz's game was up and down, very average. I'd argue like the best players on that pitch were probably Zuma and your boy Timo Werner. So that's the best I can give you. I can't give you anything better than that. But let's just go deeper. Let's just go deeper, and we have to address Kepa. So, guys, remember before this, I was working hard. I was making phone calls. I was making several phone calls last night and said, Bram, I am begging you. I'm on my knees. I was literally on my knees. I said, Bram, I'm begging you, please. Let's secure a keeper before this game. Please, let's secure a keeper before this game, because neither Kepa or Caballero should be starting between the sticks for the opening game. So, Mendy, Oblak, Onana, just let's get a keeper. It could happen. I watched the replay several times. Do you know how long it took Kepa to just get down on the grass? This is not about hate or I'm picking on someone. I am speaking as objective as a cactus. Do you know how long it took this man to get down on the ground? Are you telling me as a professional keeper, you couldn't make that save? You couldn't make that save as a professional keeper. You couldn't go down and make that save. You're a professional keeper and you're moving like Gianluigi Buffon in 2020. Buffon celebrates his 73rd birthday next Tuesday. And I cannot tell the difference between Kepa and Buffon, who turns 73 next Tuesday. The key thing here is this. Chelsea were trying to win trophies. In case you guys don't know what we're trying to win trophies, we're coming for all the trophies. For us to do that, we need to be strict. Because Sunday, we're looking for another 3 points on Sunday. We've got 3 points against Brighton, we're looking for another 3 points on Sunday. I told you, wow, 3 points merchants. There's a new hashtag, 3 points merchants. 3 points merchants. Please put that hashtag. I want the hashtag 3 points merchants. So in order to secure these 3 points, I need these things to happen. Kepa, that was the final game you've played for Chelsea Football Club. No more. It's done. It's finished. After that attempt at a save, it's finished. You're done. I'm going to call Bram. A keeper must be secured by Sunday, because Salah, Mane, all those guys. Because, bro, guys, if Salah takes a shot at Kepa, it's a goal. see, if Kepa starts on Sunday, all Kepa say, yo, Salah, just shoot that damn G, and it's going to be a G. But they're like, okay. So that's the thing, man. But look, man, Lampard, don't overcomplicate things. You don't have to see Lampard. You're not Pep. You're not a tactical mastermind. You are still a rookie in this. And when you're a rookie, make things easy for yourself. You see, a rookie has no business experimenting. Oh, let me put Loftus-Cheek up striker. Let me put no. You don't get to do that. You're a rookie. You're still learning how to be a manager. So listen, my dear friend. Okay. I don't know how you rearrange. This is the fact. Kai Havertz is your marquee signing. You put him in as the playmaker. I don't care about Loftus-Cheek. You put him as a playmaker. Werner, you take your pick. You either play him out wide on the left, or you play him as striker. But that's the key thing. Your marquee signing, you play him in the strongest role, which is playmaker. And he's there to distribute and make those key passes. I don't know what the heck was going on there. Because I've always said this, that like Giroud should have a place in this team. Because Giroud is not there to score goals. He's there to help the team score goals. In the way that he plays and the position that he has as a striker. That is what he's there to do. And I think he can have an important role into this team. But Chelsea got away with that. Fantastic G by Rich James, by the way. That team by RJ was quality, superb G. But let's just keep it real. Brighton played better. Lamptey, shout out to your boy Lamptey, another Chelsea dude. He ripped Alonso open. Guys, I want your help. Please, people in the live chat, I am appealing to you right now. Guys, I will do anything. Guys, I am now desperate. What do I have to do to ensure that Marcos Alonso never plays professional football again? Please, do I have to do a GoFundMe fund? Do I have to become a stripper? Do I have to give blood? Do I have to run through a swim through an ocean of piranhas? Guys, tell me, what do I need to do? And I'll do it. I will do it. What do I need to do within my boundaries to ensure that Marcos Jeremiah Alonso never plays professional football again? This dude is useless. He is a garbage defender. He scores goals once every 10, 15 games. He can't make a simple pass. He's horrible on the ball. What does this useless piece of crap excuse for a professional footballer? What the heck is he doing on the football pitch? But guys, look, man, we got the win. So guys, we can celebrate. We can all celebrate because, guys, I know we were all nervous. All of you here were all nervous. Everybody was nervous. I know everyone, your boy Mats and your boy Sergio, everyone. We were all nervous because we wanted this win. So guys, let's clap. We did it, guys. We did that. We got the win. So guys, we just have to be happy that we got the win. Let's celebrate. We got the win. Let's celebrate. Let's be happy. Let's pop bottles. Let's pop bottles. What's my bottle? Let's pop bottles. Guys, we got the dub. We got the dub. We got the dub. And it's on to Sunday. Because it's about it's not how you win, it's whether you win. And Chelsea got that W. So I'm hoping that these guys have that winning mentality, because I told you that this is the key team. Guys, we love this team. Guys, this is our team. This is our team. And we have to support these boys through thick and thin. Well, it depends how thin. But it's like, look, man, it wasn't the greatest performance. All I can say is, okay, they need time. But my thing is that, look at Everton. Everton had new signings and they were popping off. So what were you doing? So for Lampard, what were you doing in training? And I think I've just been seeing some people in Twitter and so forth, is you see, Lampard, you have to be very careful here. Because Bram ain't just going to be loyal to you because Bram's loyalty to you is based off you being as a player and what you did for Chelsea. But that only goes to a certain degree, because if you keep on having this blind faith in Barkley and Mount, specifically Mount, if you now start getting experimental and you start losing games by being experimental and by being clever, Bram is going to sack you. Deservedly so. Because this is a cutthroat business. Bram is going to be like, well, you know, because Lampard, you do this. No, he's not going to do that. He's Russian. Okay, I know Russians. Okay, shout out to boy Dennis Durenkov and young boy Kim. I know Russians. Okay, Russians don't play. So Russians and Nigerians were like this. Russians and Nigerians were like this. Nigerians and Russians, we combine. Okay, so if you mess up, he'll sack you. Deservedly so. Deservedly so. But guys, we got the win. We got the win. But just to reiterate, Kepa is trash. He must never sniff a goalkeeper again. I desperately want to see Thiago Silva in that defense, but I was impressed by that defense not making any mistakes that led to any goals. I think Kovacic is needed. I think the midfield I want to see form a partnership is Kovacic-Kante. That's the midfield I want to see. Kovacic and Kante, that's midfield. Loftus-Cheek did not work in that role. He had a bad game and he simply did not work in that role. So I don't know what he was smoking. I want to see Kai Havertz in his strongest role. I don't know why he was out wide, because he just didn't have that much of an influence in the game. And I just think that he could only have a true influence in the game if he's been played in his proper position. Trust me, I've known it is very, very different than had been played in the center and been played out wide. That doesn't mean anything. Venom looks sharp and his speed is going to be very key. But the key thing is that you have to give him good passes. And what we have to try and see is that combination of Werner, because what you want to see is Kai Havertz supplying Werner. Kai Havertz has the ball on the counter. Werner's making that pass, and Kai Havertz, then being German, he knows the kind of pass to get to Werner. So, and you can only have that partnership if Havertz is in his strongest position. And we need the edge. The edge is needed. So he's the key. The edge is the key. He's the key to the puzzle. The edge is the key to the puzzle. So until the edge comes through, this team hasn't kicked off. So this is the team on 86%. When the edge lands down, then we'll see the real Chelsea at 100%. So guys, let me take some of your cues, man. Let me take some of your cues. Werner has nothing for Van Dijk. We'll see on Sunday. Adanj, we shall see on Sunday. We shall see on Sunday, man. We shall see on Sunday. So guys, send in some cues, man. Send in some cues. I'll do maybe about 20 minutes of cues, man. 20 minutes of cues and I'm out here, man. The Bundesliga tax is a real thing. 80 mil for Havertz. Look, I didn't do 80 mil. I didn't sign up on 80 mil for Havertz, man. So that's not me, bro. That's not me. Lampard has no plan. You see, I think it's something that your boy Danny T actually alluded to, which is the fact that because I was like, okay, actually Lampard, he wants his team to attack. He wasn't to play for them. I think he's a very offensive kind of coach, sort of taking into his uncle Harry Redknapp. But then when Danny T said, I don't think Lampard has a plan, I was like, okay, let me really watch this team. And it's like, yeah, because when you look at Leeds, there's a very clear plan of what they are trying to do. You look at Everton, there's a very clear plan of what they want to do. When you look at Man City, there's a very clear plan of what they want to do. When you look at let's keep it at home. Sarri at Chelsea, there was a specific plan and personality. Like it or love it, there's a specific plan. Conte, there was a specific plan and way of playing of how he wanted to do. For Lampard, I'm not sure whether there is a specific plan. Like, what is the pattern of play? What is the mood? Because I know how this team should be playing. And the key, which is why the edge is the key. But even if the edge wasn't there, see, this game was about Brighton putting them under pressure, and there were several counters. So all those counters, the guy you need in the middle and the guy that should be getting the ball is Havertz. And Havertz, your key thing is you're getting a ball and you may know that you're a great decision maker. You're giving the ball and passing the ball over to Werner. Werner's making that run and you're passing the ball to Werner. You're passing the ball to Reece James and you're releasing them. But because Havertz was being played out wide, Loftus-Cheek was okay. So are you a striker? Are you a attacking midfielder? It was just so confusing. So it was wild, man. From where Dungu come out, I don't like how Lampard is trying to force Mount into everything. You see, this is a case of loyalty versus being cutthroat. And you know what? You have to balance it. And I think it's another dilemma of being a manager, which is, sometimes if you're loyal to a player, you will get paid back by that loyalty. Because the player like, man, this manager has really stood behind me when everybody has gone against me, and I'm going to try hard to really pay back this loyalty. But sometimes you have to be wise enough to say, this loyalty is misplaced, and I've got to do what is best for the team. The issue I see with Lampard is no matter what, he will always play Mount. And when Mount has one great performance after 5, 6, 7 games, I'm like, that's my thing. Because, and I hate that in managers where they always have like their guy, and they will always fight for their guy because they're like, no, this is a guy that supports, and you should never have that. As a manager, 100% don't make friends. Don't have favorites. You should never, ever have favorites as a manager. That should never be the thing. Everything should always be a meritocracy. From your boy Rodney, thoughts on Kai, aka the young Zizou. It wasn't the greatest performance, Rodney. I'll give it to you. I did see his very good decision making and his good passing. Him being played as wide didn't help. But again, yeah, he didn't do anything. For me, like, Werner was the guy who impressed the most, and Werner was the guy that really came out to be the most impressive. But look, it's one game. But based on this game, yeah, it wasn't. He didn't do anything to really impress, and so forth. And which is why I just said, look, it's like again, it's back to Lampard. You know, this guy's going to be under amount of pressure. Great spotlight. This is a huge, big move for him, so he's going to be under a intense amount of pressure, and he'll have nerves. Put him in his strongest position. Imagine if you're a young player, you're 21 years old. This is your first big move into a big boy league, big club like Chelsea. There's a massive amount of pressure. You look onto the team sheet, and you've been playing in a position that is not natural and you're not used to, away from home against a pretty tough team like a Brighton. Like for Lampard to do that, you have to be brainless because you're just not you're not helping out this young dude who's just coming in as a signing. It's stupid. From your boy Leo 38, please give a phone call to Mendy. Can't see Kepa. No. I'll be calling Mendy tonight. I'll be calling Mendy tonight, man. I'll be calling Mendy tonight. It's why Chelsea did not make a bid for Arsenal goalkeeper Martinez. Don't see you saying this stuff like me. It really angers me now. See, that really angers me. You now saying this stuff because Martinez is a really good keeper who I think should be Arsenal's number one. If Chelsea got Martinez, that is a superb signing. This is a superb signing because the thing now, man, is that must be the priority. The priority for these dudes, is you simply must get a keeper right now because Kepa, nah, man, it can't go. Kepa, it can roll through. From your boy Andrew Laurie, we had 5 main players out injured or suspended. Andrew, I get it. I understand. But Andrew, even if those players were suspended, why did Havertz have to play out wide? You put Havertz right there in the middle. You played Shaw wide right. You played Shaw wide right. So it didn't have to happen. It did not have to happen. That did not have to happen because I wanted there to be a striker, but because for me, it didn't make any sense because I was like, okay, so Werner is out wide, but who's the striker? Because it seemed as if you were playing 4-3-3, but the 3 up top were Loftus-Cheek, Havertz, and Werner. So I'm like, what is this? Like, so if you're playing a striker, play a striker. If you're not playing if there's not another striker, then you have to put Werner as a striker. So you play Werner as a striker, and then you put whoever 3. You do like a 4-2-3-1. So the formation didn't make any sense. That's the thing. It didn't make any sense. At least Mount has played out wide before this season. Havertz, I don't think he's played out wide for Leverkusen at all this season. Because as Leverkusen, him being the captain, he played the strongest position. So Lampard didn't help the players. Yes, the players did not play well. Loftus-Cheek did not have a great game. Havertz didn't have a great game. But if a player plays badly, playing in the strongest position, then the player has to look at himself. Anybody who plays well will know that if you get played in a position that's not used to you, it is very hard to play well because you're constantly having to make readjustments while playing a very tough game that is very quick and very sharp. So the injury excuse, while cool, doesn't really explain so much, man. Frankie Hughes, HH, is Havertz the second coming of Mkhitaryan? God forbid, I pray he isn't. But you see, it's only one game, guys. It's only one game. I know. I don't even want to go onto Twitter, right? Because I know Twitter right now, they've already made memes and so forth with regards to Havertz is useless, German Zidane. That dude, whatever his name is, Abdullahi, bro. Abdullahi, I hope that guy's on because that guy owes me an apology because this guy swore that this guy was the German Zidane. I already knew who never the German Zidane, but he doesn't need to be the German. He doesn't need to be any Zidane because Zidane is one of the greatest players of all time. What he just needs to be is a great distributor of the ball. Great distributor of the ball, help with the goals, and that's cool. But my thing about it is please play guys in their strongest positions. Guys, please, in the live chat, please, maybe I'm going crazy. What do you think was the reasoning? What do you think was the thinking of Lampard playing Havertz or out wide? Why? And don't give me the thing of injuries or suspensions. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. From Lost Leston, Havertz is the new dragster, 90 million waste of money. Well, Lost Leston, how did the Neymar do in that CL final? Oh, he missed the 1v1 versus Neuer? Yeah. How many Copa Americans and World Cups does Neymar have? Oh, sorry. Neymar. How many World Cups does Neymar have? How many Copa Americans does Neymar have? Yeah. Cool. You can't call him the new dragster or a waste of money after one game. How reactionary are people? So you guys are now saying Havertz is a waste of money after one match, one game. Guys, man, do better. I know you hate Chelsea. I know you have hate for Chelsea and everything, but guys, do better. Do better, guys. Come on, man. Lampard trying to be clever. Yeah. Simple as that. He's just trying to be too clever. Like, why don't, like, the simple formation is the formation for me. I feel the formation that has to be played is 4-2-3-1. That's the formation that needs to be played. Because you have three very good players who can sit back there supporting the striker. Even if fine, fair enough. 4-3-3, fine. Go with 4-3-3. Guys, I swear to you, I saw Loftus-Cheek as a striker. Guys, in the 4-3-3, Loftus-Cheek was the guy in the middle of that 4-3-3. Werner was out wide, Loftus-Cheek was in the middle, and Havertz was out wide. That is madness. So for me, I think that there should be a rule where managers should have to explain their decisions. Like, I want to know from Lampard, what was your thinking? What was the reason? Or what did you sniff? What drug did you sniff before you said, you know what, I'm going to put Loftus-Cheek as a striker and I'm going to put Havertz out wide? You had to sniff something. You had to sniff something, man. Lampard likes to use cams out wide. Oh, he does he? Well, he should change what he likes, because using a cam out wide is psychotic. So imagine Zidane playing as a wide man, or Iniesta. Imagine Iniesta out wide, being played as a wide player. Like, the whole point of a cam is, what is the cam's best attributes? Through balls. A cam, their best attribute is passing and their ability to make through balls. And when you're in the center of the pitch, the key thing are through balls. When you're out wide, it's about crossing. Not through balls, it's about crossing. When you're in the middle, because it's so congested, what you need is a guy who thinks very quickly and can thread the eye of a needle. So the cam must be in the center of the pitch. You putting a cam out wide is you trying to be clever. And so, Lampard, you just got here. You're a rookie. What gives you the right to say, yeah, I'm going to use a cam out wide because this is like my new innovation? No, you're not innovating anything, bro. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Lampard is the man for the job. It's clear. I don't want to be too hasty. I don't want to be too hasty. Let's give him time. Everybody deserves time. They say, what? Innocence until proven guilty. Everyone deserves time. Everyone deserves time, and I think it's only fair that we give him time to prove. It's new signings. New signings take time to acclimatize. They need a few games to get to know each other and so forth. So let's just give him that thing and let us see where we are after 5 games. Because after 10 games, if this team is still disjointed, okay, let's now start getting worried. Because you see, which is why I said at the beginning of the season, there's no excuses. You've bought a lot of players, and a lot of really good players, and highly rated players. Not just players like when Benitez bought like 10 No names, 171. These are very well known, well regarded, respected players for the position. So there is no excuse right now. You could always use the excuse last season of the transfer ban. So as much as you wanted to say anything about Lampard, the transfer ban, it is what it is. So Chelsea v Liverpool prediction, be objective. Wilton, I'll see you on Friday and Saturday. On Saturday, I'll give you my. It's just too early. It's too early. Come on, man. On Saturday, I will give you my proper prediction on Saturday, bro. From Dungu Kambo, man. And through balls are exactly what Werner did today. Thank you, my guy. Werner has great movements. Werner is quite clearly the fastest player in this Chelsea team. So, what is the key thing for through balls? Movements and speed. Movements and speed. It's like that chance in the second half where you saw Chelsea on the breakaway and Barkley was trying to give that chance to Werner. That's that key. Like if that ball was played just a few yards ahead of Werner, so he could have a few yards ahead of the defender, Werner maybe gets a shot on goal. So my thing, so this is thing that I don't understand about Lama. I don't understand. So you have a guy like Werner who you know of his speed, you know of his finishing. So you know he needs passing. How is a guy out wide supposed to be supplying him these passes? You need a guy in the middle who is the playmaker in the middle to give him the flipping passes. Because Werner is here, Havertz is over there. They're too far away from each other. You know, what you need is where Havertz is here and thing is here and he's making these runs so he can throw the ball through. It's like, this is simple stuff. Why was Kai Havertz played out wide? Why? I mean, it makes no sense, man. It's I mean, it's just frustrating. But like, see, my thing. Okay, so against Liverpool, now what? Because guys, let me be real with you. If I see Kai Havertz out wide and he plays a similar possession, bro, it's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild. Hey, it's your boy Javan, man. Thank you for the dub, man. Thank you for the dub, Javan. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub, Mr. Javan. Werner would have had it on a plate, but RLC. No, look. Loftus-Cheek, Javan, Loftus-Cheek did not have a great game, and for me, maybe the injury just messed him up. You see, a manager who is brave will look at that and be like, Loftus-Cheek, sorry, come off. Like, for me, halftime, Loftus-Cheek off. Like, I'd never do this during the game, but I already saw enough from Loftus-Cheek to be like, sorry, bro, halftime, let's change it up. I'm going to give Hudson-Odoi 45 minutes. You have to, because you have to be cutthroat. Like, there's no time to be fine, cool and kind, put my arm around dudes and so forth. You have to be cutthroat. You have to be cutthroat because if you're not, man, it's not going to be cool, man. It's not going to be cool. So, you see, man, look, as I say, guys, Chelsea won the game. They won the game. That's the important thing. But don't now be like, hey, if we keep playing like this, we'll keep winning. No. You play badly long enough, then you'll start losing. The luck of you winning games playing badly can only last for so long. You have to actually get back to actually like playing well. So it's but again, guys say no, Lamptey, man. Lamptey, that guy was good. Lamptey was able to say what's up. From Just Person that should Hudson-Odoi leave, Loftus-Cheek is garbage. Well, if Hudson-Odoi isn't played enough, 100% he should leave for sure. 100%. You know, that's the same thing that happened with Danny Rose and Tottenham. Like, I'd rather play regularly for a small club than hardly any time for a big club because it's about playing. And if you play regularly enough, even for a small club, people will notice you and be like, aha, this is now what you can do. You can only prove yourself if you play. You can't prove yourself from the bench. You can only prove yourself if you play. So, would you prefer Kante and Kovacic or Kante and Jorginho as DM in a 4-2-3-1? I've always said like the two is Kante and Kovacic. They perfectly complement one another. Jorginho, I just don't think fits what Lampard wants to do. I think Jorginho works better in a pass-centric system, which is what Sarri was about. Lampard likes to play a lot faster and likes the ball to move forward a lot more. So he does not like people to dwell too much on the ball, and he does not like people to have to play too many passes, which is what Sarri wants. So Kovacic and Kante, who are much quicker and sharper in playing forward passes and are more mobile and have more movement about them, they work better for what Lampard wants to do. And the formation is 4-2-3-1. Kante and Kovacic in that two, and the three, if the three you could argue is what do we call it? So it's everyone is fit. Ziyech right, Havertz in the middle, Pulisic on the left, Werner as a striker. Or if you want to now put Giroud as a striker and you want to put Werner left, so Werner left, Giroud as a striker, Havertz in the middle, and then Ziyech on the right. Or if Havertz is not really popping off, because it is what it is, you have to be cutthroat. You could probably have Ziyech as a number. You could maybe have Pulisic as a number 10, Ziyech wide right, Werner wide left, and then you then have homeboy Giroud as a striker. Because remember, guys, yes, Havertz has scored a lot of money. It doesn't mean he has to always play. This must always be a meritocracy, man. This must always be a meritocracy. Always be a meritocracy. So actually, let me see whether I can actually get a homeboy in here. I want to see whether I can get Ford in there. 30. I've sent the link to your Twitter DM. A few minutes. All right. Thoughts on Jorginho's performance? Chelsea's midfield wasn't really like Brighton dominated that game, and I don't think Kante and Jorginho really imposed themselves on the game. So Jorginho didn't really do much. Jorginho didn't really do much. Like Jorginho was just like, he was just there, man. He didn't really do much. So like Brighton played better. Like if Brighton had better players, then they could have been able to do something. Okay, let's see whether we can get some of these boys. Javan wants to say what's up. Let me get homeboy, man. But I swear I sent him the link. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, we only have like a few minutes here. So let me just get. All right, guys, I've sent the link, man. I've sent the link to you boys. So Javan, I've sent you the link. I've sent the link. Twitter DM. Sent link. Like I told you, like I am waiting for Ziyech, man. Ziyech is the guy that I want to see roll with, man. Ziyech is the guy that I want to see roll with. That's my dude. That's my dude, man. Yo. I know. Like talking tactics is going to be from 11:15. I've already set the time. 11:15. Don't worry, guys. Everything is cool, man. Mount was garbage as usual. I would see. I wouldn't call. See, I don't want to single out Mount. The team didn't play well. As a team, they didn't play well. Everybody was doing misplaced passes. So this wasn't a case of like, oh my god, this guy was really, really bad. Just as a unit, as a whole, and everything, these guys just weren't saying saying what's up, bro. These guys are just what saying, "Get what's up, man." Rodney, relax, man. Rodney, relax, man. Okay, guys, look, man. I'm not sure whether these guys are gonna jump and pop off now and everything. I've got to run to this. But guys, look. So just Chelsea got the win. They got the dub. They got the W. They did what they needed to do. And it is what it is, man. But that team needs to improve. And Lampard, I am begging you, please, 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 please. You have to play guys in their strongest position. Because not playing guys in their strongest position just causes more issues. And guys, I swear to you, if Kepa Arrizabalaga is on that between those posts towards the end of the on Sunday, it's gonna be serious heck, man. Peace out, guys. Become a Patreon member. Get access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.